Hi, I'm Tyler.
Hi, I'm Claudia.
And welcome to our channel.
So we basically wanted to make a short video about our new Karma drone that we bought. We wanted to just make a video about like us as beginners using the Karma drone and using a drone and like our experience buying it and trying to figure out which one was best for us as beginners.
So the first thing we can talk about is comparing it to other drones. From the short amount of research that I did, the main competitors out there are the GoPro Karma and the DJI drones. There's multiple drones that DJI do. So the Karma is the only drone that GoPro does so far. We went for that because we already had GoPro, we were used to using GoPro, we have all the GoPro apps. It just made sense for us to stick with what we know. I did look quite a lot into DJI's, specifically the Mavic Air, because it's really portable, which made sense because we're going traveling soon. But in the end, we went for the Karma because it's still quite portable and it was much better footage than the Mavic Air.
So this is what it looks like when it's all packed away in the actual Karma case. That is a backpack on the back, which is so easy to like carry around with you. Tyler just wears it all the time. So this is what it looks like on the inside. It's got the foam padding here, which is obviously good if you're carrying this around and you're going places where you want to film and it might be like not the greatest terrain and you're like a bit worried about carrying it around with you. So it's very compact, like you don't have to worry about it moving around in the case because it won't.
Got the Karma grip, it's got a section to keep it, it's got the charger all held in, nothing moves as it's going, little covers to protect the propeller mounts. This is the gimbal, no it's not. This is the Karma grip that comes with the drone. So this is the gimbal that detaches from the drone itself and you put straight on to this Karma grip. Twist that there, put that on, that's in, push on, that's it, ready to go. Obviously just now we have our GoPro filming, usually it would be in here, you got smooth footage. One good thing about the drone and the Karma grip is that when the GoPro's plugged into it and the drone's flying around or you're using the grip for like 30 minutes or so, it charges the GoPro. So you could actually be shooting with it or flying the drone, take it down, take the GoPro off and it'll be fully charged so you can still go around and use it. When we got the drone and it was brand new, we wanted to just sort of stick it together, go out and do our first flight with it. Thankfully we set it up in the house first because there's actually a lot of updates in calibration that you have to do first. So that's one thing I'd recommend, definitely if you get the Karma. I'm not sure how it is with other drones, but with the Karma, make sure you've set it up before you go out for your first flight. Make sure you've done all the updates. The controller does step by step, or you can get the apps. It tells you exactly how to update it and then when it's ready to fly. So make sure you've done everything first before you go out for your first flight. The next thing I'll talk about is the battery life. So it tells you on the website, on the bag, that it has a 20-minute battery life, but in reality, when you've got it up flying, by the time you've got it in the position you need it, you'll probably get about 18 minutes flight time with each battery.
One thing that we did notice with the Karma drone is that it is extremely noisy when you're setting it up on the ground. So we would recommend if you were going to take it out into a public place like we did, where it's very touristy, it's very busy, it does attract a lot of attention. So make sure that you're one of those people that aren't afraid to draw attention to yourself, because you will get a couple of people looking at you and wondering what's going on, wanting to have a look. Like, people might come up and ask questions about it. Just be prepared because it is quite noisy. Another thing that is very important to make sure you know the locations that you're going to be shooting and whether or not you're actually legally allowed to fly the drone around there, because we had a lady come up to us whilst we were filming on Colton Hill who apparently does all this drone stuff for a living. She came up to us and basically said that we weren't allowed to fly our drone here. She wouldn't tell, she's going to go out of her way and get us into trouble but we should definitely be careful about where we are flying it.
Another thing about the Karma grip is that it keeps the footage, it's almost cinematic. It looks like a filmmaker's done it. It's so clear, it's steady. We've got a few clips of Claudia running. I'm going behind her with it, then sometimes I'm going past her. And it's just so good. There's one clip as well where she videos me walking with the Karma bag on, with the sun in the background. It's just a good extra to have.
Setting up the Karma drone is actually very easy to do once you've done the whole calibration process and actually setting up the Karma drone at home. When you go out and actually start trying to film stuff, it literally takes less than 2 minutes to set it up. All you have to do is pop out the landing gear, then pop out the arms which you connect the propellers to. Just got to twist those on and then press on the actual Karma drone and then set up from there. Then when you have the controller, that doesn't take very long to turn on, and it's pretty self-explanatory from there. The Karma controller is actually very helpful when it comes to directions of use, and it has everything that you need to know on the actual controller on the day. You don't need to bring any manuals with you, you can find it all on there.
Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to our channel.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and please share it, tag us. If you have any questions, just put them in the comments below. We'll be so happy to answer anything that we might not have talked about. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.